And now to render the farewell, on behalf of the class of 2023, I'd like to welcome Francesca Ward to the podium.
Good evening, Father Peter, Palatines, Dr. Kosha, members of the administration, faculty, families, and members of the class of 2023. It is a blessing to be here and to speak with all of you, and most importantly, to thank you. To our teachers, coaches, and administration, everyone who made every memory, lesson, and laugh possible. And to our parents for making the ultimate decision to send us here, giving us another place to call home. Imagine yourself on the first day of high school. Specifically for the class of 2023, you are thinking of September 3rd, 2019, a day that you were maybe thinking of yourself in a cap and gown 4 years down the line. After getting off the bus in a panic, I asked my brother to show me where my homeroom was, because all I knew was that it was somewhere upstairs in Martorelli. At that point, I was unsure what that meant and how impactful these 4 years would be. Our class was in high school for a whopping 6.5 months before the pandemic, making us the last class to have known Eustace before and after COVID. After a spring season of watching Netflix and FaceTiming friends and a drastically new routine for sophomore year, our high school experience certainly did not go as anticipated. We wore masks, attended virtual classes, had a postponed field day, and a canceled homecoming. Our sophomore year school musical, The Wizard of Oz, was here on the quad. Not to mention, opening night was shut down mid-show, ironically, due to a very tornado-like storm. While these unexpected and somewhat frustrating obstacles appeared, these were my last thoughts when writing about my time at Eustace. So, I'd love to go back and share what came to mind first. I recalled our freshman dance, where we sat in the dark cafeteria and wore glow sticks, just talking to one another. From Friday Night Lights to our Christmas assembly with Santa this year to hot chocolate days on campus. Whenever I see the clock read 6:58, I think of the Kairos retreat in Cape May. I think about storming the court after a buzzer beater, performing at the Scottish Rite, traveling to DC and Disney, and playing on the bouncy obstacle courses at the picnic, all thanks to Eustace. When thinking about our time here, I did not think about masks and Google Meets. I thought of everything we were able to do, despite everything we had been through. Eustace demonstrated a resilience that we can take with us wherever we go. That even in the unexpected and possibly scary moments, we were able to play with the hand we were dealt. Eustace showed us how truly present God is in our lives and the importance of leaning on Him. Throughout the unexpected, Eustace still made sure we had a high school experience, grew in our faith, and formed bonds with one another. Romans chapter 8, verse 18 reads, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." We have grown closer to God and seen that there were greater things approaching, and still, there are even better things ahead, because God has a unique plan in store for all of us. In addition to resilience, these past 4 years have brought us changes in perspective. For those 6.5 months of freshman year, we wished for days off and stared at the red numbers on the clock in every classroom, eagerly awaiting for 2:30. And while we are all guilty of falling back into that habit, I believe our class learned a valuable lesson, that every day being here is valuable, and to not waste it, a very carpe diem type of mentality. The gratitude I have felt to physically walk these halls was a change in perspective that occurred thanks to Eustace. And so, as we are on campus for the last time for a while, I encourage you all to physically take one last walk. Outside the gym, where you played games during prep periods, or inside the gym, where you and your team got ready before a game. Make your way up to the science building, where you had your locker sophomore year and made another friend, and then to Trinity. Then to Crusader Hall, where you formed some of your best friendships just by sitting with someone at the lunch table. Visit the Lilly Library, where you played in the chess tournament or visited a teacher when you and your friend were both struggling. And finally, take a look at Martorelli, the senior hallway that was recently covered in decorated lockers for our senior seasons, and was once where you navigated to your freshman homeroom on the first day of high school. Each stop around the campus has given us ample memories with the classmates that were once strangers, now our best friends. This spacious campus holds a tight-knit community that in every nook and cranny of campus, I think of several memories, I think of several people, and am in awe of what grew in just 4 speedy years. So, as I reflect on these past 4 years, I think of how Eustace has been home. Just as Coach Cruz would have us chant, "We like it here, we love it here, we finally found a home," while running laps around the gym, I feel those words today very strongly. Eustace has undoubtedly prepared us for this day, and we are ready. Take this school spirit, this gratitude, the lessons you learned, and the love you felt from the people around you as you make your way in the future. I hope you all love your next home, and I wish you all the biggest congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Francesca.